Welcome back, everybody, on the stream.
Yep, here we are. We are in round 4 of Swiss now, last round of Swiss.
Last round of Swiss. This is, I believe, round 4 of Swiss. PK party. I think it's just a standard VGC format, obviously.
Yep, running Series 2. This match, we were just told earlier by the organizer that one of these players needs to win this match in order to have even a chance to make it to top cut. So definitely a pretty important match for both of them if they want to advance to top 4.
I mean, it's good because at least one of them is going to win the match. That's just kind of how it's kind of impossible to draw.
Right.
Really.
Well, in Pokemon, anything can happen, right?
You can wish that you were drawing if you're in like a particularly annoying situation where you just bounce back and forth with Protect.
So we see their teams. We see Corviknight, Ceruledge, Fluttermane, Rotom. My favorite Pokemon this generation, Great Tusk, and Amoonguss. I like the Clear Amulet on Tusk a lot. Just you don't have to worry about Intimidates. A lot of times you'll see Great Tusk up for like a Life Orb or Booster Energy to boost its attack, or even a Focus Sash. But Clear Amulet is also really good on it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we don't know what Zang's gone with, but we can tell you the options that they have. We've got an Iron Bundle with Booster Energy to activate that Photosynthesis nice and early. Fluttermane with a Focus Sash as well. Probably so that the Perish Song is more consistent, I would imagine.
Yeah, Fluttermane's a Pokemon that it has very, very good special defense, but it has like no physical defense whatsoever. If I was put in a Pokemon game, I could one-hit KO that thing with a physical move. So the Focus Sash just kind of keeps it around for one more turn, lets it get a really strong attack off or get a Perish Song off.
Okay, but like, isn't it like a Ghost type and like people are normal type? So it just kind of wouldn't hit.
I have coverage.
You have coverage.
I have coverage. I have a very colorful set. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into game 1. Let's see what these guys are leading off with. Alright, so Zang is going to go with Iron Hands and Iron Bundle. The Iron Duo. Yeah, we got some shinies on the field too. So, a couple options from Zang right now. Obviously, most Iron Hands are running Fake Out. So you have that pressure. Maybe he can, stop the Corviknight from clicking Tailwind and get an attack off with the Iron Bundle. Corviknight also doesn't exactly want to be facing down a Iron Hands. That thing is going to do a lot of damage to it. And then also the Ceruledge doesn't really want to be staring down an Iron Bundle either, because the Hydro Pump will just completely nail that thing. So kind of a tough spot for Neku. He might be forced to Terastallize really early, or just switch out into something that has a more favorable matchup. The really tricky part about switching into Iron Bundle is it has that Freeze Dry move, right? Where it can even hit Water types super effectively with an Ice move. So even Rotom doesn't really enjoy fighting Iron Bundle. So let's see what Neku wants to do here.
Neku's gone for the early Terra, and I think as well as a Terra Blast with this Ceruledge. So trying to get the Quark Drive activated Iron Bundle out of the field as soon as possible. That's a great Fake Out in order to shut out that Tailwind.
Oh, and he predicted the Terra Grass, went straight for the Freeze Dry instead of the Hydro Pump, and got a crit to it. Got rewarded with a crit. Not bad. The Terra Blast can do a lot. I don't think it's gonna get the knockout though. Iron Bundle has a very high physical defense stat, despite this being super effective.
Oh,
and just barely lived. Lived on the invisible Focus Sash.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Gonna try and set up with a Tailwind again. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Shadow Sneak here just to immediately finish off the Iron Bundle, but I guess, yeah. I wonder what Zang's gonna do here.
Shadow Sneak seems like a really, really solid play here. The Drain Punch from Iron Hands doesn't threaten the... Well, Ceruledge, actually, I take that back. Ceruledge probably does go down to Drain Punch, so you do have to be kind of wary of like if the Iron Bundle goes for a Protect here, which we do expect to come out. Let's see. Did he fall into it? He did fall into it. Unfortunate. So the Ceruledge will most likely go down to something from the Iron Hands here, but he's gonna get Tailwind up to kind of, make up for that. Oh, never mind.
Oh, a Thunder Punch.
Yeah, a lot of damage on the Ceruledge. So by going for the Thunder Punch there on the Corviknight instead of the Cerulege, the Iron Bundle is still kind of pinned, right? It still has to deal with a Shadow Sneak just knocking it out. So we definitely need to see a switch out if he wants to preserve it, or it's just going to get knocked out here.
Yeah, I'd imagine a switch out. A switch out's just kind of a sane thing to do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see it. Looks like Zang's taking his time, just evaluating all the options.
Despite, despite Iron Bundle being at literally 1 HP, it's still, a pretty valuable Pokemon to have in the back. It's super fast. It can definitely clean up late game. This Baxcalibur is definitely not going to mind taking a Shadow Sneak at all. It's going to do very little. And let's see, Iron Hand's going to go for a Thunder Punch again, maybe? Corviknight actually losing its Flying type with the Roost, so this Thunder Punch will not be super effective, but he's just going to take out this Cerulege.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You kind of want to take out that Cerulege. It's just a big source of damage. It's very speedy.
Yeah, the priority just pinning the Iron Bundle is also pretty tough for it. So, got like 3 turns of Tailwind left, right? 3 turns of Tailwind? Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Actually, 2 turns of Tailwind that he needs to deal with here. And then,
it's also worth noting that the Cerulege couldn't protect because it had an Assault Vest.
Right.
I mean, it didn't have Protect left.
Rotom?
Even if it did.
Rotom? Well, but no, you're right. It couldn't have Protect because it's Assault Vest. Rotom here is interesting. Rotom doesn't typically like facing down Baxcalibur. Glaive Rush does a ton of damage. You can't burn it because of its ability. It resists water and electric. Maybe he wants to try and burn the Iron Bundle. Unsure. But let's see. Let's see what goes for here. I like Zang's spot a lot, despite Neku having a Tailwind up. The Baxcalibur is set up in a really nice spot right now. Just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. This came out.
Fair enough.
And the Iron Head still not going to be enough to knock it out. This Pokemon is so bulky, and it is not going to get the flinch either. So many hits we get from this loaded Dice Icicle Spear.
At least 4, yeah.
Or one more. Oh, we got the crit. One more knocked up thanks to the crit, but he only gets 4 hits. Does the Iron Hands double up into it? It does. Okay. Yeah. Zang taking a second knockout. Not bad. Not bad.
Right, well, 2 Pokemon left for Neku, so forced to swap into the Great Tusk.
But here comes the monster. So this Earthquake is really nice here. Neither of Zang's Pokemon have access to Wide Guard. The Rotom is also levitating. Oh, he doesn't have Earthquake. Never mind. Earthquake would have been really nice here.
It would have been.
Yeah, the Rotom levitating would mean it could pretty freely go for Earthquake and just do a ton of damage. But not going to be the case now. I do like him targeting down the Baxcalibur instead of the Iron Hands. Iron Hands typically can't really do much to Great Tusk, especially if Rotom's able to get this Will-O-Wisp off on the Iron Hands. The only kind of worrisome thing is that Iron Bundle is still in the back, and a Hydro Pump will one-hit KO a Great Tusk.
It also bears mentioning that Zang still hasn't used the Terastallization, so even going for an attempted super effective move with the Ground type, with the Ground Stab onto that Iron Hand, if you read it with the Grass type, then it's just not a good time.
Yeah, it's a super... It totally flips the situation. You've done very little damage to attack now, but you've also lowered your defense and special defense by 1 stage each, and it just puts you in a much tougher spot. The Great Tusk does have Ice Spinner. We saw it as Ice Spinner, which I do like. I actually love that move on Great Tusk. Just to hit, flying types, and, when things want to Terra Grass, because that's, a pretty common thing right now. So I do like the coverage a lot.
That's for the Headlong Rush.
Yeah, it'll do a lot of damage for sure. Risking the Hydro Pump on the Baxcalibur, I hope you don't miss.
Yeah, better not, Zang.
Okay, it's getting the last ditch Ice Charge. A lot of damage coming out. Oh, Thunderbolts. Okay, Thunderbolt was enough to knock it out. Okay, I thought that was probably close, to be honest. Because we saw Hydro Pump did like roughly that amount, maybe like a little bit more. Surprised still no Terra from the Iron Hands.
Yeah, I imagine they'll probably want to. Actually, no, maybe not Terra the Iron Bundle, because that's Terra's Ice.
Yeah, well now if you're the bundles. Wait, is Iron Bundles Terra Ice? They Terra Grass,
yes. Right? No, the Iron Bundle's Terra Ice, but the Iron Hands is Terra Grass.
Oh, sorry, I meant the Iron Hands, my bad. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't want to Terastallize the Iron Hands, is what I was trying to say. Well, all of a sudden, Neku in a great position.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Zang only has one Pokemon left, and it has a sliver of HP left. Oh no, never mind.
The Volt Switch
Iron
was
Hands are
actually
still there.
Yeah, the Volt Switch was so good from Zang last turn because he's able to bring back the Iron Hands and pressure with Fake Out now.
That's a good point, yeah. I just didn't read the Volt Switch. My apologies.
So let's see. I could definitely see a double Protect from Neku if both of their Pokemon have it. Otherwise, Zang might just be picking up a knockout right here. But it's definitely not over by any means. Let's see if we see a double Protect.
You're gonna go for the Terastallization.
Ice on the bundle. Okay.
Probably just for extra stab on the Freeze Dry, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would much rather go for a Freeze Dry than a Hydro Pump to pick up a knockout.
Yeah.
I would see Protect from Rotom. We don't see a Protect from Iron Bundle or from we do see Protect from Great Tusk. Okay, so that's actually interesting. We actually see now that Neku's Rotom is actually faster than their Great Tusk, which I think is pretty interesting. Typically, I feel like Rotom would be a little bit bulkier and Great Tusk would have more speed. But Great Tusk does have a lot of bulk, so it's definitely not a bad idea to invest into it. I like the double Protect just to mitigate the Fake Out. But
also gets the burn damage it.
Yep, get a little bit of chip with burn. The Iron Hands will go down to burn next turn as well.
Did Neku just try to double protect their Great Tusk?
I did not
Did I see that right?
I missed that moment. Sorry,
well, we'll soon find out.
Oh, they did go for it, yeah. Freeze Dry into... Either one of these Pokemon are getting knocked out. Yep,
it goes for Great Tusk. That's probably why they went for the double protect.
Yeah, I think this is still a win for Neku. Oh no, wait, did the Iron Hands go for protect? No, it's attacking, it has to. And so does Rotom live in attack here is the question.
I think Rotom's got I don't remember how much health the Rotom has, but I imagine it's pretty decent.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna heal itself. It's gonna heal itself out of burn chip damage range, but it's still just going down to the next attack. And also, yeah, Rotom's gonna heal up also now, so yeah. Really solid, good, well-played game one from Neku.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine if Neku wanted to, they could just protect this turn and let the burn damage just kill Zang. Not sure what that would be. Oh, interesting.
Oh, wait, Zang has a Flutter Mane in the back. Wait a minute, wait.
Zang has a Wow, okay, yeah.
From? Wait, I thought that was
apparently we can't count. I don't know, man.
That's so funny.
Fair enough. You'd have thought we'd be able to count the number of Pokemon, considering it had, has that little graphic.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm remembering correctly, showing the amount of Pokemon.
Four's a really high number. You can't expect me to count all the way up to that, you know?
Yeah. It's not as if, Pokemon players do complex mathematics to figure out whether or not an attack will kill.
Oh, I just
versus counting to 4.
Click the Earthquake button. Click the Hyper Beam Sylveon button. What could possibly go wrong? And is that in burn chip range? It is. Okay. I mean, this could definitely still be doable, right? This could be like, if it assuming it lives a hit from Flutter Mane, we could see like Thunderbolt Para, Full Para. We could see Hydro Pump crit. Like, I feel like this is not. Oh, and it looks like they're going for the Thunderbolt too. This is definitely in Zang's favor. But let's see it.
Crit. Ooh, that is.
On this side, it is not. All right, Zang is going to.
That's rough. Doesn't even go for the protect. Just accepts the fate.
There's no reason to. It doesn't change anything.
All right.
I like them playing it out and going for that Thunderbolt Para, though. That was definitely their win con. It's good that they identified that. Wow, we just didn't see the Flutter Mane for the entire game. When it came out like a surprise. It's like, wait, when did this guy get a 5th Pokemon?
I mean, I think maybe Neku was surprised as well. I don't know. Either way, that is I mean, we thought it was going to be going the way of Neku, but apparently Zang pulled it out the back. Very nicely done.
Yeah, the late game
I
Flutter
mean,
Mane.
literally, he just pulled a Pokemon that we forgot about out the bag.
Just pulled out a Flutter Mane and said, "Hey, remember
Yeah.
this guy? This thing,
Yeah.
we're broken. Can't forget about me."
I will
Shout
also
out to
say that
Oh, go on.
I really like the name that Zang has given to his Iron Hands.
Oh, what is that?
Johnny Vegas.
Johnny Vegas.
Yes. If I'm
Very-
right, he's named it after an English comedian.
I see.
And if I'm wrong, then that's a heck of a coincidence.
Maybe we'll be able to ask them after the tournament. Or
Maybe,
ask
maybe.
them. People need to know.
The people do need to. Interesting to see what adaptations Neku makes. I'm gonna try leading with the Corviknights. And
Yeah, we're leading Great
Tusk.
Tusk this time though, instead of Cerulege, bringing Cerulege in the back.
I mean, probably trying to avoid having to use the terrestrialization immediately. I'd imagine.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Definitely. I like Great Tusk as a lead a lot, especially next to Corviknight. It's very solid. Getting up, the only problem is if Zang leads Iron Hands again, that fake out pressure is going to make it so Neku cannot get Tailwind up turn 1, and that puts the Great Tusk in a really tough spot against, what's his name? Iron Bundle.
Yeah.
I believe we saw, is this Great Tusk? This is Focus Sash Tusk. No, this one is not, it's Clear Angular Tusk. Oh,
Yes.
leading, this is a completely different lead from Zang though. Flutter Mane, Excalibur. I really liked Zang's lead game 1. I'm really interested as to why they decided to change it up here.
No fake out pressure either.
Yeah, no fake out, no way to deny Tailwind really.
I also want to point out, even if that Thunderbolt one-hit KO'd the Flutter Mane, it has Focus Sash. So
Right. Oh yeah, no, yeah. It was never
Yeah.
one hit KOing, but if it got the paralysis, then the Rotom could have moved first on the following turn potentially.
even if the
We saw
game
past
bugged,
Rotom.
even if the game bugged, then it was a one-hit KO.
Right. But yeah, they were going for the paralysis there. We saw that this is a very fast Rotom. It's faster than their Great Tusk. So maybe there's a chance it could outspeed a paralyzed Flutter Mane. I'm like not entirely sure on what that speed tier looks like. Alright,
That's
so
a good read.
Yeah, solid protect. This just protect him every time, right? Ice Spear. This never knocks out though. I kind of would like to see a double up into the Corviknight, to be honest. I feel like the protect was like pretty obvious there. It is the only thing Zang could go for, or Neku could go for. And it probably would have knocked out the Corviknight with, Shadow Ball damage in addition to Ice Spear. Would have stopped Tailwind from going up. Zang would have been in a fantastic spot. But now we got Tailwind, and we got a Iron Hand, or a Great Tusk, just ready to start clicking buttons.
Yeah. I'll go for that turn 2 protect, honestly. As for the Iron Head onto the Flutter Mane, the Flutter Mane does have a protect available, so if they're able to read it,
It's like you said,
quite something.
the Neku does need to break that Flutter Mane's Focus Sash. Iron Head is a really good way to do it. If it's faster, it can potentially get a flinch as well. It'll do a lot of damage. It'll probably knock it down to Focus Sash, to be honest.
Ooh.
Oh my god, but that close combat though is just going to one-hit knockout that Excalibur. Let's see if this Corviknight's faster in Tailwind than the Flutter Mane. Otherwise, we're going to say goodbye to Great Tusk. It is not. We are saying goodbye to Great Tusk. But
Goodbye,
it
Great
worked out,
Tusk.
right? It got one knockout.
Yeah. I mean, even though I think that trade kind of favors Zang a little bit. Because...
Yeah, that was a huge offensive threat, and also one of the things that stopped Zang's Iron Hands from really just dominating. So if Zang did happen to bring Iron Hands again, it's going to be in a much better spot this game than it was the previous game.
Let's see what Zang decides to swap in.
And we did see the Corviknight Iron Head did knock the Flutter Mane down to its Focus Sash. That's just, testament to how physically frail this Flutter Mane Pokemon is. Like, it's stab super effective, but Corviknight's not exactly known for its strength. Alright, we do see Iron Hands coming out now.
Johnny Vegas has returned.
Johnny Vegas is here. Shadow Sneak going to pressure the Flutter Mane. And also, obviously, the Cerulege cannot be faked out because it is a Ghost type. So I would like to see maybe a switch out from Zang here. Maybe they just want to sack and get a free switch into something they have in the back, depending on...
Well, they just protect.
it could protect, but it doesn't like change the situation, right? Like you're just in the same spot next turn where Shadow Sneak's gonna knock, where you're threatened by Shadow Sneak the following turn.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, they do go for the protect. I guess if anything, it burns a turn to Tailwind, which is definitely like not bad. But again, it's the Shadow Sneak being priority is just gonna have the Fluttermane pretty pinned. The Corviknight also is gonna get a free roost here. Thunder Punch going into the neutral Corviknight now, not gonna do a ton of damage. What's interesting is if Zang makes the read that Neku is going to roost and clicks Drain Punch, the Drain Punch will end up being super effective because Corviknight will have lost its flying type. So that could be a cool thing. Maybe we'll see at some point this set.
Yeah,
oh, it looks like we're actually going to see a Terastallization from from Corviknight. Kinda cool. I really do like Dragon Corviknight a lot because it's one of the only types that resists both fire and electric, which are the only two types that Corviknight is weak to. Oh, but instead we're going to see a swap out. Neku said never mind.
Yeah.
I'll save this for later.
Never mind.
And Rotom is coming out now. Rotom should pretty easily be able to... Oh, and we see a double protect from Zang.
Zang is really trying to keep his Pokemon in the wing. In the wings, sorry.
Let's see. But okay, the Thunder Punch on Surge does an okay amount. It's not, it's not too KOing. And yeah, Tailwind's gone now, which is fantastic, but the Shadow Sneak is still priority.
I mean, surely you switch now, right? You don't go for the triple protect.
Just go for the triple. Go for the triple. For the one time!
for the content, please!
Alright.
Oh, it doesn't switch either.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing, like, you can protect all you want, like, it doesn't change the situation you're in, right? Like, you're always being threatened by that Shadow Sneak. You need to switch out, get rid of the Cerulege, and then Fluttermane can come back in later. And, just do a lot of damage. It's such a fast and strong Pokemon,
Good to use the Will-O-Wisp as well.
Yeah. That was
I remember right,
it's as well.
Yeah, it lowers attack as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, it stops. It just turned basically Iron Hands' Thunder Punch from a 3-hit KO on Cerulege to a 4-hit KO. So that Cerulege is going to be able to stick around one more turn, unless, of course, Iron Bundle comes out now and has something to say about it. He's going to get the speed boost from Cork Dry that should be faster than both of these Pokemon on the field. You're going to see Terra Electric now from Rotom, which I like a lot. Just get rid of that weakness you have to Freeze Dry. Rotom is easily going to be able to live any hit right now. I would like to see a Terra Ice from the... I almost said Delibird. From the Iron Bundle response. Just so you lose your electric type weakness.
I mean, imagine if you read the Protect. Or if you read with Protect, if you're the Iron Bundle. Like, because Neku's just double committed into trying to kill that Iron Bundle.
Oh, Neku's attacking the bundle? I thought Neku was attacking the... Yeah, the bundle. Yeah, sorry. That's...
Yeah.
I don't know, I keep conflating Iron Bundle and Iron Hands. Why are they both iron? Neither of them are steel types. Why are they both iron?
I know, it genuinely disappointed me. I'm a steel type enjoyer, and yet most of the Paradox Pokemon that are made of steel aren't steel type.
So the Hydro Pump goes off. Connects.
I mean, you die there anyway, to be fair.
This Thunderbolt. Yeah. Thunderbolt into the bundle, that will definitely be enough to knock it out. That knocks out a whole family of Iron Bundles. And we're just left with this burned Iron Hands.
But what I'm noticing as well is that Zang likes the Terra, if at all.
Yeah, Zang's keeping the Terra close to the chest. I respect it. Alright, okay, and sorry, Neku's last Pokemon is going to be the Corviknight.
If I remember correctly, Zang has a Baxcalibur left in the wings.
Yep. No, the Baxcalibur got knocked out by a close combat.
Oh, no. No, so Johnny Vegas is just the only one left.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tall order. And Zang is just going to forfeit.
Alright. Well, that brings us to 1-1.
Yeah, we're going to game 3. Both these players wanting to move on to Top Cut. I really would have liked to see the Fluttermane switch out just a little bit earlier, right? Because if Zang still had Fluttermane in the back there at the end of the game, it definitely could have come in and, wreaked a lot of havoc.
I mean, you just know we would have forgotten about it.
Yeah, probably. Going into game 3, I would not be surprised to see both of these players bringing the same Pokemon. I guess Zang could bring the. I don't think you ever really bring Garganical against a team with Iron Tusk on it, a Great Tusk on it. Excuse me. Oh, all these Iron and Great and Paradox and oh my god. Yeah, I don't think you ever bring it, and maybe if you're Neku, you can like make a hard read and bring Amoonguss. But Neku's team has been. I think the team has been doing just fine with the 4 Neku's been bringing. I don't think you need to. I don't think either of these players really need to make any Pokemon swaps.
Yeah, which is a shame because I really like Garganackle. And we haven't seen the Fluttermane brought out, and it looks like we're going to be keeping it that way. A lot of thought going into this.
Yeah, it's game 3. Oh, we are going to see the Amoonguss now. Not the Great Tusk though. I really do like, the what's it called? The Corviknight lead to get that Tailwind up early. We're gonna see Amoonguss.
No Corviknight, no Saber.
Amoonguss seems a little interesting here, right? It's not great into a Terra Ice Iron Bundle. It's definitely not great into a Baxcalibur. It's okay into a Fluttermane. It's very good into Iron Hands, but Iron Hands we saw as Grass Terra.
Yeah.
But I don't think Zang's going to bring Arcanine because Ceruledge has been so good. And same with Garganical. It's hard to bring Garganical against a Great Tusk that is just waiting to click Headlong Rush against you.
Yeah, that's fair. Is Zang going to pick a roster? Perhaps it's fallen asleep. Who knows? We'll find out as we go into
I missed
the last round of this game. Yeah.
I missed the last 2 Vapor. I saw Amoonguss Great Tusk lead.
Alright.
Oh, the bundle Fluttermane. This is just such a good lead, right? Like, just...
Yeah.
Here's the 2 best Pokemon of the format. Put them together.
Yeah. Oh.
We might see an early Terra, maybe. It's the thing is you can't actually Terra Water in this spot, right? Because the Iron Bundle is clicking Freeze Dry against the Amoonguss, right? Whether you're a Grass type or Water, it's hitting you super effectively. Which that's why I was saying I don't love Amoonguss in this spot. It seems a little difficult, and Neku was doing a really good job dealing with the Iron Hands. He was, they were doing a great job burning it. Lowering its damage output. I don't think they needed the Amoonguss for that. Let's see, we're going to see Terra Water now.
Goes for it, yeah. Neku's been one to Terra quite early, and we've seen the one matchup where Neku did Terra early, Zang was able to win it quite convincingly.
Okay.
And it does half damage.
Yeah, honestly, it's less than I thought it would be. I thought it would do close to 80.
I mean, Amoonguss is a very tanky Pokemon.
It is very tanky, yeah, definitely.
Oh, and a great Spore.
So, what was why Terra there,
I mean, goes for the double Spore.
Just rude, honestly.
It is, yeah.
Going for Spore and Headlong Rush into the Fluttermane spot. See if the Fluttermane wants to go for a Protect. I feel like, again, yeah, like close combat into, well, no, I guess you can't even really, you can like close combat the Iron Bundle here, because it's asleep, and if the Fluttermane Boom Blasts you and knocks you out, then you get to put that to sleep as well. But instead, by doubling up into the Fluttermane, I feel like you get less out of the turn. Let's see. Okay, so the bundle's switching out.
Valid.
Into
Garganackle.
Oh, the Garg is here. Switching Garganackle into a potential close combat. That is the bravest thing I've seen in a hot minute. So there you go. You got your wish. The Garg is here.
The Garg is here.
We're gonna see
My favorite
Fairy from Fluttermane. Moonblast.
Ooh,
Probably gonna
stab
knock out
Moonblast.
the Amoonguss? No, I'm gonna
No.
knock out the-
I mean, it makes sense. You get like 3 times stab into super effective.
Yeah, but you get the knockout even if you don't terrestrialize, and now your terrestrialized Pokemon is sleeping.
Fair.
Let me see Neku bring out the Rotom here.
Right, right.
Frederick the Rotom. Frederick Wash.
As you do. Oh, hey, that. Hydro Pump into the super effective target.
Mm-hmm.
Seems just like a good idea.
Yeah, and yeah, now that the Garganical cannot terrestrialize into a Ghost type to avoid the super effective water attack.
Thanks.
He did spore the Fluttermane, right? I didn't miss that. The thing, its eyes are open.
Yeah. Definitely sport the Flutter.
Why are its eyes open?
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those people that like sleep with their eyes open.
Yeah. So Neku's like 3 for 3 on hitting Hydro Pumps just this set. Let's see if they can keep the luck up. Okay, 4 for 4. Keep it going. Nice, doing a lot of damage. Salt Cure.
Oh!
Not to mind that too much.
That's a good swap actually, because the Salt Cure actually over time does more damage into water types.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
So yeah,
read
the
there.
Amoonguss swapping out, dodging the extra damage from the Salt Cure, as well as getting some HP back with Regenerator. And Sarah just gonna, or Neku just gonna send another Hydro Pump? Can we go 5 for 5 on Hydro Pump?
I want to see 5 for 5 on Hydro Pump.
Can we go 5 for 5 on... Oh, but targeting the Fluttermane. Predicting a Protect probably from the Garganical. Oh, excellent read.
Good read.
Can we hit? Okay, it wakes up immediately. This Moonblast. Oh, goes for Shadow Ball. Okay. This is
I
a
like
focus
it.
Fluttermane. Oh, but it's already taken damage from Salt Cure.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna knock it out. Early wake from Zang's Fluttermane. Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's pretty
5 for
unfortunate.
5 on
That's
Hydro
pretty
Pump, though.
Of course, leftovers.
Yep, just healing it back up.
Ticks up the banter bus. And now you've got to toss in an Amoonguss, Terra Water, into, you know, a Pokemon whose signature move puts a timer on your existence.
Yeah, 25% chip damage every turn. That is a ton of damage. It's probably enough to honestly just get knocked out by a...
Can we go 6 for 6 on Hydro Pump?
I feel like this Moonblast is just going to knock out Amoonguss. Terra Fairy Fluttermane is really strong. And, you know, again, just going back to that turn 1 terrestrialization from Neku, if they just, if they hadn't terrestrialized, you'd be a poison type, you would be resisting the fairy move, you also wouldn't be taking extra damage from Salt Cure.
Yeah.
And they just didn't really get anything out of terrestrializing, because Freeze Dry is super effective either way. Alright, let's see the Moonblast. Okay, not quite
Lives.
knocked out, but definitely a chunk of damage. Hydro Pump is finally going to
No!
miss. And Salt Cure on the Rotom. Okay, just chip that thing
I
down.
mean, Rotomosh is a water type, to be fair.
Yeah, we got 2 water types on the field. Spore into the Fluttermane. That thing has
That's
like narcolepsy or
insulting.
something. It's going right back to sleep. It's going right back to bed.
dear me. And that's fair enough, you know, like, that Fluttermane gets another Moonblast off, it's the 1v2,
Yeah.
you know? It's not a good time. There's a Pollen Puff, which I kind of like, honestly. Like, you're probably going to die this turn anyway, so you may as well, you know, try and keep your Rotom in for a little bit longer.
Well, I think the Amoonguss will be fine. And just kind of pollen puffing the Rotom to kind of mitigate that that Salt Cure damage is really nice. Just to keep the Rotom alive for a little bit longer as well.
It also reads the
I would-
Protect as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would really like to see them target into the Fluttermane. Oh nope, targets into the Garganical. Yeah, I feel like you really want to get rid of this Fluttermane before it wakes up.
I once saw somebody Fluttermane into a Pokemon that they previously protected. Fluttermane? Pollenpuff into a Pokemon that they previously protected. Yeah.
Oh, whoopsies.
Yeah, that
There's
was
lots to keep
pretty
track of
much the
Pokemon.
reaction of the casters.
The big whoopsie.
Pollenpuff into the
Okay, Fluttermane stays asleep again.
yeah. Free Pollenpuff.
There we go. Hagcon finally connecting. That should be enough. There it is. Yeah, I think the guard was like, it was like one protect away from getting out of Hyper Pump range. And okay, just
Oh, that is.
little baby chip
Oh,
damage.
dearie me.
Little baby chip damage. Nothing wrong with that.
Teeny little bit. Any damage is good damage.
That Saltpeter also going to put Rotom in its Citrus Berry range, which is kind of good. The Rotom actually net positive HP this turn, so it's actually going to be a little harder for the Fluttermane to get the knockout.
Yeah.
Zang
Pretty sure
still
Zang
does
has a
have-
Pokemon left though.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
mistaken.
think the Iron Bundle never got knocked out, right? The bundle's still here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, there it
There
is.
he is. Asleep.
And I'm pretty sure we haven't even seen the fourth Pokemon, right? There's a fourth Pokemon back there too.
No, I think Johnny
Oh, no,
Vegas got knocked out. If I'm remembering correctly. No, I think you might be right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was game 2. I don't think we've seen Johnny Vegas this game. Alright, Thunderbolt into the bundle. That's gonna knock it out. That's
Yep.
gonna clean knock it out.
In all fairness, with the overlay we have, we actually can't see
Yeah, we can't see
how many
the
Pokemon
remaining
I have left.
Pokemon.
It keeps going for the Pollenpuffs.
From which I honestly I would have liked to see Pollenpuff on the Rotom there. It's definitely in Moonblast range now.
That's what I was thinking,
It's
like,
a little
you may as
spooky.
well.
But also, I mean, the thing is, like, if the Fluttermane does go for the knockout on Rotom, the Amoonguss just going to put it to sleep again. But there's the back Excalibur. There's that fourth Pokemon we haven't seen yet.
There we go. Fool us once, shame on you. Fool us twice, you didn't.
Yeah, let's see if Zang can wake that Fluttermane up this turn. It's time. The alarm clock is ringing.
Yep.
Could be
I mean,
Amoonguss.
yeah, that's...
Check.
the Protector's pretty much all you can do, really.
And there's the wake. Moonblast goes into Among Us.
Ooh.
Not gonna be, or yeah, gonna go into the protect. Can back Excalibur and knock out Rotom. Interesting that it's going for Icicle Spear and not Glaive Rush.
I mean...
Glaive Rush definitely would have gotten the knockout here.
Yeah. Loaded dice, making sure it hits 4 times.
Thunderbolt into the Fluttermane, that's gonna be enough.
Ooh.
And now we're in a pretty dicey 2v1 spot. Oh wait,
This is
no,
looking...
wait.
No, it is a 2v1. This is a
everything-
2v1. Oh no, it's a 1v1.
Oh, you're right. It's actually a 1v1. That was the last turn for Saltpeter on the Rotom.
And Neku can't double protect because he just used it. I mean, he can, but, you know.
It doesn't change anything, yeah.
Yeah.
And Glaive Rush will definitely be enough to knock out the, oh my God, oh my God.
Just the desperation spore.
Let's just go back to sleep, please.
I love that animation.
Yeah, it's so funny.